everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Emotional Guy. This is the place where we talk everything guys, men, boys, grandfathers, fathers, uncles, brothers, and everybody that's a male. Today, we are at the home of the Ngurs, Alma and Jesse Ngur.
Hey, the building. In the building, y'all.
You guys are celebrity couple.
I hear.
Yeah. I mean, everyone that knows Jesse knows he's a very good photographer. Find him on Instagram, Jesse Ngur.
Photography, yeah.
And Alma.
Yeah.
Ngur.
Yeah.
Formerly Alma Ojubena. Those days are gone by.
Those days are gone.
Very fast and very quickly.
Very famous. Now she's very famous YouTuber.
Yeah.
Influencer. And everything you want to talk about, including beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
How are you guys?
We're fine. Welcome to our home for the opt-in time.
Yes. I will show you guys the home when we're done.
Okay.
But let's get right to it. Since we're talking about your home, it's been almost 6 years now, and you guys are still like boyfriend and girlfriend, like you're still dating. There's still this thing. Jesse looks at you like he hasn't asked you to marry him, and you respond like you're still waiting for him to woo you. What's going on?
What's going on?
Yeah. What's going on?
Well, I don't know. I think for me, it's the friendship part of our lives. You know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I think that's what being friends with who you're married to is like.
Okay.
Yeah, it still feels like, you know, when you were dating or even before you started dating, in my opinion.
Yeah, basically, because I won't see her. She's my wife, of course, but first of all, she was my friend. So that friendship and that bond is there.
Yeah.
So it's always very cordial.
Yeah.
Friendship and bond design is always very cordial.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we are talking about the emotional guy. Jesse, I'm your guy. You know I'm your guy.
You want to open your mouth from here now?
I'm privileged to be recording you.
Bum.
No, wait. Before you proposed to Alma, you carried a ring about everywhere you went in your pocket for 2 weeks. You were with that ring for 2 weeks. Can you let us into what the pressure was like for you before you proposed to her? The burden of carrying the ring, looking for the best moment to propose, looking for the right words to say and all of that. What was it like for you? I remember one day you couldn't go home. You slept over at my place because it was too much for you that day.
Ha, really? Was it that bad?
So tell me, what was it like for you?
To be honest, was I carrying the ring everywhere?
Yes, you were.
What I remember is when I got the ring, I think the first day was with me, but then I dropped that home.
No, you didn't. You forgot it. Let me remind you another one. The day we traveled to Asaba for the traditional wedding, you almost didn't eat for 2 days.
No.
We were fasting now.
No,
Are we not fasting that time?
No, I'm just picking out your emotions.
No.
Just before you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's stick to the ring part first.
Okay, tell me, what was it like for you carrying the ring, and what did you feel like before you proposed?
To be honest, I was also carrying the ring everywhere. Maybe the first day I had it. Yeah. But what I would say is, of course, like, you're a bit nervous, you're unsure, this is not something you have done before. So you have mixed feelings, you want it to be great, you want the day to be great. There was a point, when I got the ring. At the time I got the ring, I knew when I was going to propose. So it wasn't about finding the right moment or the right time. I knew when it was going to be. So what it was basically was like, mixed feelings, nervous, like the nerves coming into play, like, because it's not something you have done before. It's entirely new. It's a huge step in your life. So it's a time where I mostly would ponder on issues not really issues, but just in your thoughts, lost in thoughts most of the time.
So,
Yeah.
did you have any external pressure from the society, from your family, from Alma herself, from anybody? Did you have any external pressure in getting to love and marry this woman?
No.
So it was all just easy for you. Whatever nervousness you felt was just from the standpoint of doing something you've not done before.
Yeah, basically. And the thing is, it wasn't, and for me, it was about God's timing and purpose for my life.
Preach, preacher.
Yeah.
Preach, preacher.
Because, to be honest, when I got married, is not when I thought that I would get married.
Was it earlier or
Earlier,
late?
I think.
It was. When did you plan to get married?
No,
45?
not like, no. I won't say earlier or late.
Okay.
But I guess when you meet the right person, everything changes.
Yeah.
So the timing doesn't really count anymore. But before then, you're kind of in your space, in your head, like, okay, asking questions, like you're not sure when it's going to be. You're hopeful, definitely. But for me, it happened, it clicked in my, it became sure at some point.
You can't let this woman go.
Yeah, because of the person involved.
All right, just hold your thoughts. The person involved. Let's get over to the person
Yes,
involved.
talk to me, please.
Alma, before you guys were friends first, before you started dating. When you were friends, did you think this man could be the man of your dreams?
Nope.
Why?
Nada.
What?
Because from the onset of our friendship, he was just, that guy that is just like your friend, your guy, your friend, Jesse and I formed bonds. We could go and even see movies together, but just, there was never, for me, I don't know about him, but for me, there was no attraction initially, per se. Yeah, like the first time he walked up to me when we were in camp, like, who is this fine guy smiling sheepishly at me from a distance? But that was basically about attraction. That was where it ended for me. The one time I now started finding him physically attractive was his birthday in 2013. And I had boyfriend that time. I had boyfriend that time. So he invited me for his birthday 2013, and I went for his birthday dinner. And when he came, because we the guests were waiting for him as per Brantner King for him to arrive. So we were already there, and then he now came in. When he came, I was like, it's not Jesse again. Why is he looking so fine today?
That day was his birthday. So
it was his birthday.
He took extra time to package.
And he was coming from work.
I didn't take any.
No, he was coming from work. It was
coming from work.
Yeah, it was
Like
a work
every
day,
other day.
like every other day. Yeah, but when he came, he was wearing a blazer. He was looking cute. I had his Bluetooth headset in his ear. I was like,
Okay, wait.
not be the same person. Why not be this?
So before then, you didn't find him physically attractive.
Yeah.
What did you know about him before then? Was he a good cook? What was he like as a guy?
To be honest, we didn't do much of, spending that kind of time together to know each other like that while we're friends. When we're friends, once in a while, check up on you. Oh, how you doing? Hope you're fine. It's been long. Or what are you doing today? Let's go and see a movie today, And then maybe we'll not see for another 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Do you understand? So it was that, casual friend. We just hang out once in a while, just once in a while, But that was it. It wasn't anything. It wasn't a close friendship initially.
And then,
like that.
6 years later, you have a baby together.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back to the part of having a baby together.
Okay.
So let me ask both of you. I don't know who is going to answer first. How did you guys deal with Valentine's Day?
The one that just passed.
The one that just passed, or generally?
How did you deal with them?
Okay, should I talk? Or you want to talk first?
Okay, ladies first.
Okay. Well, personally for me, I am very particular about days like that. I don't belong to the school of thought that says every day should be Valentine's. It's a lie. Valentine's Day is Valentine's Day. Do what you must do on Valentine's Day. You can still be lovey-dovey with your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend any other day, but don't say because you do that every day, the Valentine's Day should just be like that. That's what I think, right? So for me, it has always been a special day for me. Anybody I'm dating, then when I was single, you have to make it special for me. You understand? The same way I would do for you too. It's not a one-sided thing, it's a two-sided thing. Do you understand? This is what they are doing like this. Let me talk, I never finish now.
Okay.
I never finish. One of the things that he did that blew my mind early in our relationship was, okay, we started dating October 2014. By February 2015, of course, Valentine's Day came around.
So between 2013, his birthday,
yeah,
and 2014, you had broken up with the guy. The guy broke your heart.
Yeah, the guy broke my heart.
And then
the guy broke my heart as early as late 2013. But I was still trying to hold on to the relationship, like hold on to it so bad. I finally let go around that kind of July.
And Jesse caught you.
And Jesse caught me. As I was falling, he just did like this. Well, he just brought out his blanket. Did like this. so yeah, it was like this in October, and then by February 2015, of course, Valentine's Day came around. He came to pick me up from the. In fact, he came earlier that day. Brought my Valentine's gifts: a cake, rose, perfume. My mind was blown because it was a very long time somebody had done that for me. That's the honest truth.
Okay.
I think that was not enough. You know, dinner. He took me to Dunes. I had never been to Dunes in my life before that time. He took me to Dunes for Valentine's dinner, 3-course meal. Came to pick me in a suit and tie. Even my parents were like, "Hey, this boy that is doing like this," you know. So he really, really like went all out for me on that day, and that was one of the very first times I said to myself, "Ha." Well, I said, I don't find the person be that though. So yeah, it was a very special Valentine's Day celebration.
So I'm coming. Guys, you're going to pick her up for a dinner. You're going to pick her up to take her to a place that you're going to blow her mind. You need to dress well.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah, especially when you're going to pick her from her father's house.
Especially when you're going to pick her from her parents' house.
Yeah.
A suit, a tie, whatever it is you're wearing. If you like, put on an agbada. Please dress well. Don't disgrace guys. Very important. Let's not hear this story in future. You tied wrapper up and down.
Or you wore palm slippers.
And you can be like Jesse.
Be like Jesse.
Now that you've talked about this, let me get back to Jesse. What was it like for you going to pick her up that first day from her father's house?
Okay.
The thing is, what will normally prompt anyone's actions is based on, in fact, on anything, whatever you do, is based on the value or how you value something.
Say it again. Say it again.
Whatever you do, whatever action that you do towards anything, it's based off of the value of that thing.
So actions men have towards their women is based on the value they have and feel for that particular woman.
So for me, she was someone valuable. Now, prior to this Valentine, I was single for a long time, and that was by choice.
After your heart was broken.
Yeah, I decided not to.
You say this by choice, as if you just out of the blues decided not to.
It was by choice. I could have got.
Okay, your heart was broken.
No, you could have tried to date anybody else just for the fun of it, but he didn't.
But his heart was broken. That's what prompted it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
So,
God.
You were being emotional in taking that, making that decision.
Whichever way you say it or you see it.
Okay.
You know, so for me, I value her that much. Before then, I wasn't dating. I think I was in a relationship for a bit, for a long time.
So you are detoxed.
Yeah. So when she finally came along, I wasn't doing the Valentine's thing. You know how people will buzz you up on Valentine's Day, be my vow. But then
He used to get that a lot when he was single. Girls used to
I probably have
buzz
to
him.
switch on my phone at that.
As per most sought after bachelor in Abuja now.
Because I felt like
I'm hearing pride in your voice, Alma.
No. Because I feel like that day is meant to be special and intimate. I don't want to go out, send out wrong signals, because I'm going out with you, be my vow, and I say, okay, fine, great. We'll go out on an intimate dinner. You get? So I didn't want to send off kind of messages that were wrong. So coming back to her, me having to do that, it was not even, I just felt like it was the right thing to do, because to me, I felt like she was valuable. And the reason why I was not in that mood or in that game, Valentine whole thing, because I didn't see that I had someone special, but now there was someone that was special enough, and I needed to prove or to treat her as such.
Basically. And your head was clear.
Yes, of course. There was no pressure. There was no pressure like, oh, my friend was doing something like this, or I needed to do. No, everything was from here, basically.
Aww.
All right, so another nugget there for us from the Ngurs. If you need to take a break after your heart has been broken, scratched, shattered, whatever has happened to your heart, please take a break. Don't go take someone's daughter, don't go take someone's son and put them through the mess that you're still carrying. It's okay to be messed up. It's okay to have your heart broken. Detox. If you cannot detox by staying on your own, detox by talking to somebody, detox by finding an activity you love doing, and just
very
clear
important.
your mind, so that when you find an Alma that you need, then you could be a Jesse to that Alma.
Hi, it will.
And I want to add that it's very important to have like good friendship with people. Don't put out any expectations, basically. I feel like it helped me. I had a lot of friends, good friends that I can count on even till today. Do you understand me? But I learned to value people for who they were. I wasn't friends with people for what I wanted to, for what I wanted out of it. I didn't want the relation. I was just friends, and I just let it go. And that taught me a lot of things. You get to see people for who they truly are. You appreciate them, you value them for understand them. So it helped me understand the kind of people that I wanted around me, who eventually I wanted to be friends with intimately.
I didn't ask both of you the Valentine's Day question because I wanted us to talk about Valentine. I asked both of you the question because I wanted to get a background into what you're loving her and what her loving you was like. Is it just a Valentine's Day stuff? But she already mentioned that beyond Valentine's Day you should love.
Yeah, definitely.
What has your husband been like beyond Valentine's Day loving you? You've talked about Valentine's Day. We know he has a consciousness of treating you special then. Before Valentine and after Valentine's Day, can you let us into what Jesse is like?
He's the same. He's the same person before Valentine's Day, during and after. He's still the same loving, the same caring man. He doesn't change because it's Valentine now, then he's now more loving. No, he is who he is. He's loving and caring every day of his life. That's just it. Do
you think the average man, especially in Nigeria, is like that?
Yes, I think so. I don't think there are men out there who only focus on Valentine's. If for anything, I feel like there are men who want to run away from Valentine's Day. Yes. So for me, I feel like there are a lot of men out there who are just the same all through, especially when they are with someone that they really, really love and care for. I mean, why would you want to be anything less? You understand? So yeah, I think many men out there are just like that too. Yeah.
Jesse, do you think so?
I guess.
You don't.
I mean, you can disagree with your wife. It doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think Nigerian men are loving enough? African men around the world.
I would disagree a bit because there are some men who don't necessarily treat their wives right or their partners right. But on Valentine's Day, suddenly they want to show the world that, oh, they are that, that this perfect couple. Oh, I treat my wife right. So put it out there.
And then after the day,
I bought her a car, or I did something nice, So I feel that there are some people like that as well.
Yeah.
So after the Valentine's Day, they get back to not really caring as much.
Business as usual.
Business as usual.
So how does that make you feel as a man?
Like,
How does this knowledge of some men out there not
Doing
treating
this, yeah.
their wives
How does
right,
that make you feel?
Before Valentine's Day, after Valentine's Day, how does it make you feel?
kind of sad. It's sad about it that people can do that. It shouldn't be normal, a normal routine. You get, if you're married to someone, if you're committed to someone in a loving relationship, then the idea is you're not perfect, but you have chosen that this is the person that you love. With your flaws, what's the best way? How can I best show that this is how this person means to me? That's in your daily. It has to be about. You have to be very conscious about it.
Yeah.
Like when you wake up, what's that thing that I will do to make her feel special? Sometimes it's not even the big things. Sometimes the very, very little things, small things that. In fact, for me, those very.
Should I tell you
little
one thing
things-
that he does that always blows my mind? Well, it doesn't like he always, but the times he does it, I'm like, he's sweet, sha. He'll just take my car and go and fill up my fuel. It might seem very little to some people, but for me, it's, you don't even know how that, and my car doesn't have a big tank per se, but
Especially
still,
nowadays, fuel scarcity.
exactly. So imagine going into your car and seeing your fuel on the highest. It's very sweet, and it shows care.
And you just be driving around.
And I'll just be driving, enjoying myself, you understand? So he has done that a couple of times, and yeah, that really, yeah.
So again, Jesse drops. I feel like maybe we should gather a group of young men under your tutelage so that you start mentoring
Teach them, mentor
on,
them.
on how to treat women, because that will bring us to the next question. But guys, Jesse has said something else. No matter your flaw, you have a big head. Your eyes is dirty, as they say.
Oh my God.
You don't know colors. You don't know how to buy gifts. Whatever flaw you think you have, you're a terrible cook. You don't remember dates. No matter the flaw you think you have. Jesse is saying you can always find a way to love up on your partner. Whether you're married, whether you're just dating, or whether I don't know what it is you're doing. As far as both of you are intimate, you can always find a way to appreciate that person and show the person that you value the person. And this also goes for the ladies, not just for the guys.
Yeah.
Not just for the guys. I'm sure one of these days, Alma is going to fill up Jesse's fuel tank for him.
Yeah.
Yes, probably take his car to the mechanic and fix.
I don't know about mechanic,
these things,
but
you know.
I hate mechanic.
It's going to happen. It's not just both of you in this family now. There's a responsibility for the man to take care of you and the daughter, your daughter, and still be the man and still be himself. Does the pressure of being a man affect his relationship with you and your daughter?
Nope, it doesn't.
Tell us about some of
Even if it does, maybe he has done a good job masking it, but it doesn't. Like I said before, every other day he's still the same loving, caring husband and father. If for anything, we as a couple, we don't even allow pressure of daily life affects that little girl, because she needs all the love, care and attention she can get, especially at this age. She's still a little toddler. So no, I wouldn't say being the man has affected the way he relates with us or anything. No, I can't say. I can't say that.
Jesse, you do you face extra pressure to be the man in the house from your family?
No.
You don't. So since you don't, do you think that some men who are not being man enough in the house as they're supposed to, as we say in the society, do you think pressure is part of the reason why they're not living up to expectations?
I mean, being pressured by
the family, by the society, by everything. Do you think it is one of the reasons why some of the homes that we see, some of the relationships that we see are falling apart?
Yeah, most likely. And one of the mistakes that people make also, that I think it's maybe allowing pressures to, like, for instance, maybe something happens or you are trying to be like someone else and then putting too much pressure on yourself, that can also affect you. Or maybe you are, I don't know, like maybe there's something, allowing external influences, like say someone like gets you upset or gets you angry, and then you transfer the aggression to your family. You have to shield them from all that. Trust me, there are days that I go to the office and I come back. So to speak, very, very bad days. But as I'm getting through that door, before I get through that door, I try to, take it off.
Yourself.
Because if not, you can just, in a way, transfer it very fast. And they'll be wondering like, what's happening?
Okay. So, again, Jesse, really, we need to find a small group of young men for you to tutor. When you leave your office and you're going back home, when you leave your place of hustle and you're going back home, when you leave wherever it is you went to make money and you're coming back home, remember that the pressure you faced was not caused by those you're going to meet at home.
That's right.
Basically, you need to find a way to tune yourself and come back to your place of refuge where you realign yourself. So many men have been known to take out their problems on their wives and their children. It is not the right way to go. Jesse is saying the moment you're hitting your door, realign yourself and be a better person. This channel is not here to glorify men, but we're here to help men become better men in the society. So before I let both of you go, Alma, I'm going to ask both of you this tricky question.
All right.
Before you met Jesse, what was your ideal guy like?
My ideal guy. Okay. Fair. To be honest, my spec is actually fair, guys. Fair. I wouldn't say tall because those are the guys I went out with are even short men. So fair. A Catholic, because I am from a Catholic home. Igbo, to be quite honest, because I was the first daughter. So ideally, I should marry somebody who speaks the same language as I do. So fair, Catholic, Igbo, God-fearing, kind, honest, funny. Those were literally the things I was looking out for.
And the first three things you mentioned, Jesse did not meet anyone.
I know.
So why did you marry him?
You reached to ask. I married him because all the other qualities superseded those three. I had dated Catholics in the past, Igbo guys, fair guys, and they never worked out, right? So in my head, I was just thinking to myself, could it just be that I'm even the one limiting myself, So when I decided to turn this man who was my very good friend into a boyfriend, in my head, so I didn't even still think I was going to marry him, to be honest. But he proved himself. He proved to be one of the very best men out there. Treated me like a princess. Nobody had ever done that for me before, And one thing I really admired was the way he was with God. There was nobody I had dated that was like that with God. And I knew that was what I wanted.
He's a man of God.
I wanted that for a long-term plan. I wanted that kind of person to be a father to my kids. You understand? So that was it.
Right. It's possible that ideal guy you're looking for is right in front of you, and you're using superficial things
to just push
him away,
and limit yourself.
To either brother zone him or friend zone him, and limit yourself from having an awesomeness that could be you.
Yep.
I mean, I don't need to speak for that. You've heard everything she said. Did you say tall? Oh yeah, you said tall.
Yeah, but Jesse is not like that
Jesse
tall.
Is not tall.
Like he's taller than me, but he's not a tall man.
He makes her very happy.
Yep.
And that's what you should look out for. He doesn't just make her happy, he takes good care of her. You need to see their home. Let's not talk about that. So coming back to you, Jesse. What was the ideal woman in your head before you met Alma?
To be honest,
All this
for me-
honesty.
Yes, now I'm being very honest
yeah,
now.
to be honest, for me, what I wanted, I wasn't looking more. Of course, I didn't want someone who was on the big side.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well, that's his choice. That's his
now.
spec.
Why you interrupt?
No, it's okay, sir. It's okay.
Okay.
too.
Yeah, I didn't imagine. Yeah, so, but basically, yes, I'm attracted to. I won't say fair, dark. It doesn't matter. But for me, what was yes, be good looking. But what I was more interested in was having someone who is peaceful, someone who is nurturing, good, kind. Of course, loves God. Those were the, of course, good looking.
And knows how to cook.
Yes, of course, knows how to cook. Yeah. So because I was someone who came from a background that was a bit scared of marriage. So the whole idea was a bit scary. So it was something I would naturally run away if not for God. But so for me, I was more interested in the personality of whoever it is I was going to end up with.
You've heard it all from them. It doesn't matter. It's okay to have desires.
Yeah.
It's okay to say you want this, you want that from the opposite sex, from a partner, from somebody you want to spend time with. It's okay to want these things, but it's not okay to limit yourself to those things. Limiting yourself to those things is just limiting you from moving on with your life. There is always more out there. Open up.
Yep.
Give yourself the time. Forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made and move on so that you can have a happy home like Alma and Jesse. And if you're married already, it's not too late for you to reinvent this machine.
It's
not too late for you to repackage the whole thing and make it better. Ladies and gentlemen.
And I also like to add, sorry for cutting you short, that, it's the most important thing, yes, your desires, your likes, your wants, your needs, but ultimately, in the end, God knows the person that is best fit for you. And when he brings that person, you will now find out that these things that you thought you did not like, you actually do like them. So ultimately, God knows you better than yourself. So as you're drawing out your criteria, your needs in a partner, also leave a large room for God to have his way.
Yeah.
You've heard it from the prophet. I have no more to say. Until I come your way next week, I am the emotional guy. Subscribe, like, and share. Bye.
Bye.